This is another week of Caramel Chronicles.
Out there we are trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on, oh, come on, ooh, let's get it on.
Think about it. The mood is right. Lights are low, romantic music is playing in the background. You and that special someone in your life, or that special someone for the night, are about to get down. Emotions are high, and your body is hot. And then, skirts! Hold up! That four-letter word flashes across your mind. Or not. How many of us in the heat of the moment are really thinking about the risk of getting AIDS? How many of us are in committed enough relationships where we can have open and honest conversations about our AIDS status or when last we had an AIDS test? From what statistics are saying, it's not a lot of us. According to AVERT, an AIDS Awareness organization, there were an estimated 17,000 people in the Caribbean infected with HIV in 2009. To put that in context, after sub-Saharan Africa, the Caribbean has a higher HIV prevalence than any other area of the world, with 1% of the adult population infected. According to AVERT, heterosexual sex is the main route of transmission throughout the Caribbean, and women are particularly vulnerable to HIV infection. The other vulnerable groups include men who have sex with men and who are often overlooked by prevention, treatment, and care services. The numbers, they speak for themselves. The AIDS virus is very much present in our community. But the topic of AIDS and AIDS awareness is a very complex one with many dimensions. And it's not limited to perhaps sexually irresponsible people. For example, what about those faithful spouses who spend their days working and their nights trying to make their family happy? But they have an unfaithful spouse or a spouse on the down low who brings home a nastily packaged gift of AIDS. What could they have done differently? Were they wrong for being comfortable enough with their spouse not to require an AIDS test? Have we reached to that point where we are at risk even in our marriage bed? Yes, it's definitely a complex topic that has many arms and legs. But one thing remains constant. AIDS has the potential to instill fear in the fiercest warrior. It starts off slowly. At first, you may not even have symptoms. And that can last for a few months to a few years. But in that time, the virus is multiplying and killing the cells in the immune system. It then reaches to the point where it develops into full-blown AIDS. And some of those symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath, severe diarrhea, vision loss, nausea, and even a coma. No, it does not paint a pretty picture at all. So while the AIDS advocates are working hard to remove the stigma of the virus and to raise awareness in our communities, we have to do our part. World AIDS Day is not the only time we should shine a light on this disease. That one-night stand is not worth a lifetime of suffering. So make the right choices. Choose your sexual partners wisely. And most importantly, get tested.